You know, what was that Holt science book in elementaries? Humanity is a common ancestor with earthworms. You're just a worm. That's what it's like. You're just an earthworm. Well, duh, that's going to affect how a kid thinks of himself. Hey, Mom, Dad, you know what I learned school today? I'm just a worm. I got a common heritage with an earthworm. No, you don't, friend. You're created in the very image of God. Your DNA structure and earthworm DNA structure is nothing the same. Nothing alike. Sorry. It's not. It's not the same.
That's right.
You're not a worm. You're a human being. The lasciviousness. That's when you hear things like, I can't help it. It's just who I am. This is what we see parading around in the LGBTQ parades. Don't watch them. They're too brave. Activism. They're base forms of immorality. These things is what Paul says. In the very beginning of this, he says, put off these things. Put off these things. Do not turn your life over these things. I want you to notice the next verse as we close. Because we're going to have to talk about this more. He said, but ye have not so learned Christ. Do you see that? Do you see that? You have not so learned Christ. This is so important. That's what we've got to talk about it tonight. He is telling us something very true here. This is not something that happens like that. Now there's some things, and I'll talk about, there's some things that happen like that when a person's saved, but there is a place for learning with a child of God. And we're going to talk about that. I didn't just understand all about salvation after I was saved. I didn't just understand the Trinity of God after I was saved. I didn't just understand what the church was. I didn't just understand how I was supposed to live my daily life. I had to learn some of these things from the Word of God. And God had to reveal these truths. That's why we can't go around and go, hey man, why don't you get it? We can't do that. We've got to patiently, the Paul says, patiently win them to the truth. Now when I come in here and I preach to you, I expect you to know some of these truths, so that I can preach a little harder and go a little deeper. But I do want to put this affidavit out there. If you do not know where I'm coming from, if you do not understand what I'm trying to say, if you're here and you're going, man, he is so hateful, I want you to talk to me after service so we can sit down and discuss where I'm coming from, and we can go slower. Okay? We can do that, so I'm willing to do that. Alright? But when I'm here today, I'm trying to expound on a lot of verses, and there's some depth in them. I want to try to get down deep pretty quick. I know sometimes it's hard, but that's what we need to do. Paul says, henceforth, walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the emptiness of their life. Let me ask you something. Is your life empty? Is your life empty? Have you come so far and then you look back in your life and you go, what have I accomplished? See, that's what Paul's warning us about. He's saying, I don't want you to turn around after living 80, 90 years and go, what in the world did I live for? No, we should be able to turn around and go, what in heaven's name have I done? What in heaven's name have I done? Woo! Look at it. Praise God. There's some things been accomplished for God's glory. Don't walk like the Gentiles walk. I'm begging you, don't walk like the Gentiles walk in this world. Walk as Christ walked. And that's what he's going to focus in on for the rest of the chapter. This is how Christ would have us walk. This is what Christ would have us do. So let's all stand. Let's not have an invitation hymn, but let's just stand and bow our heads for a moment. Just like this is maybe what God would have us do this afternoon. If you'd like to talk about being saved, of course, when we dismiss, come and talk to me. We'll go and we'll discuss this. Or if you have questions, we'll go and discuss. We'll sit down and talk, and we'll take more time than we actually have here. But I want us to stop just for a moment. And in prayer, look at our own life. Look at our life. Look back 20, 30 years, however long you've been saved. Look back at your life and say, what have I accomplished for Christ's sake? What have I done in the name of Jesus? have I lived for eternity, or have I lived in the vanity of this life? Let's examine our own heart today. Let's pray. Father God, as I come before you, I pray that I come before you humbly as I ought to. As I've looked at my life this week, and as I try to regularly, Lord, I look back at points and places and times in my life where I listened to myself, and I look back at those, and I look back and I think, Lord, how in the world could I have done that? I'm so sorry. I pray to God that you would help us, help me to live unto you and live for your glory, because that is what is eternal. I pray to God that I have not offended or hurt people's feelings today. Or maybe they're confused, or maybe we can talk about it. And Father, I just pray that if that's the case, that you'd impress upon them a desire to sit down and we can discuss and look through the Word of God and see your truth. And see how your truth always holds true. It's absolute truth. Father, I pray, Lord, if there's one here that's lost, there's nothing more important than their salvation. I pray that they be saved. I pray that they give their heart and their life to Jesus Christ. They believe in Jesus Christ. I pray to God that as we leave this place, I pray, Father, you impress upon us to seek to do your will. To live according to your will. To strive for the advancement of the kingdom of God. Lord, help us. Help me to go all out as opportunities arise to see souls saved. Lord, help us in this VBS coming up, I pray. Help us to see souls saved. Lord, we just give you all the honor and glory and praise. We'll praise you. Lord, I pray you bless each family here. I pray, Father, you bless each individual. Lord, guide them and direct them so much. Give them strength for today and hope for tomorrow. Lord, we love you. We praise you. In Jesus' precious name we pray all things. Amen.